The market drifts sideways, then starts to sell after hours as we head towards 38.50. This is Invest with Jacob. Okay, guys, so in yesterday's video, we talked about the fact that the market needed to break out over 39.60 and then 39.75 to give us an indication that the bottom was in, and that if they failed, we would likely see them push down towards 38.50. Well, they failed to break out over 39.60 and now have moved down to the 39.80 region, where they're on their way to likely the 38.70 to 38.50 areas. Now the question is, will they find a bottom and bounce there? I'll get into that in just 1 second, but first, if you're new here, welcome to the show, guys. My name is Jacob Gabbard, and this is Invest with Jacob, where we use Elliott Wave Theory to break down the SP500 and the Nasdaq. I highly encourage you to hit that subscribe button down below so that you can get our daily S&P updates, our trade setups, and our buy alerts. All right, guys, with the failure to break out over 39.60, we are looking down towards 38.50, so let's jump into the chart and take a look. Okay, guys, so here we are on the 1-hour futures chart for the S&P 500, and we can see that they pushed up to that 39.60 level. They were unable to break through and continue a rally, and we saw a sharp sell-off after that down to a slightly lower low. It's very similar to what we saw when we got up to 40.20 here. The bulls were unable to break through, and we saw a push down. So as they continue to push down here, our target range for this finishing wave here would be 38.70 to 38.50. Now, the deeper this goes, the less likely the orange count is in play. So remember, the orange count is that this is wave 3 up here, this is wave 4 down here, and then we would have an ABC higher towards 4,400. So 38.50, if they push down that far, it starts to become a little less likely that this orange count can play out. We will give it the benefit of the doubt until it's completely proven wrong, but the deeper this goes, as I said, the less likely the orange count can play out. But if we are looking at a bullish perspective, the bulls want to hold this 38.50 to 70 area and start a reversal. And that reversal should push towards 4,200. And then you would look for a B wave pullback towards 40.75 to 4,100, just depending on how high this A wave goes. And then you'd look for C up towards 4,400. Now, again, as I said, the deeper this goes, the less likely that count becomes. And the more likely count, okay, is that we push down to the same range, 38.70 to 38.50. We get the same type of bounce up towards 4,200. But after that, you get a very nasty C wave down towards about 34.50. So if they can find support and push up towards this 4,200 level, right now the primary for me, if they can push from about where they are, the primary is about 50-50 in the orange and black. But if they continue to push down towards 38.50 to 70, then I'm going to give the black count the benefit of the doubt because, as I said, it's just getting too deep for this wave 4. When you get into wave 1 territory, you only want it to be a little bit into wave 1. You don't want it to be very deep into wave 1. So our two counts that we're looking at to the upside would be holding that 38.50 to 70 area, and then a pretty strong rally up towards 4,200. And then for the black count, a collapse down to 34.50. For the orange count, a pullback to about 4,100, and then a rocket ship higher towards 4,400. But again, that count is starting to move to the back burner. The other possibility for the S&P 500, if they can't hold 38.50, then it starts to look like this is more of a 1, 2, 3 to the downside, okay, where this wave 3 will target 37.50 to 37.25. As a bottom, and then we would look for a bounce from there in wave 4, and then a wave 5 down towards that 34.50 area. But I don't think that's what we're looking at. I don't see a direct collapse happening just yet. I do think that that 38.50 area should hold, and we see a bounce higher in to the 4,200 area. Over on the Nasdaq, very similar setup, guys. We're looking at that 11,850 to 11,800 area to hold, but the deeper this goes, the less likely this wave 4 is. They're pretty deep into wave 1 as it is. So the orange count in both charts, okay, is moving to the back burner the deeper they go, but we are looking for them to hold the 11,800 to 11,850 area. And then from there, have a pretty decent rally up towards 13,100, and then have a pretty strong sell-off there if it's the black count and C down towards that 10,500 region, or if it's going to be the ABC up, you would look for a pullback to 12,700, 12,600, and then a move higher towards 14,000. But again, I think that orange count is becoming much less likely given the fact that we're getting very deep into this wave 1 over here, and that's not really where you want to be. The other option here is, again, that we're in a wave 3 down, and that wave 3 would target the 11,500 region, okay, down to 11,000, where we would expect to see a bounce at that point and then a move down to that 10,500 area more directly. All right. Guys, if you like the information that I put out in these videos and you want real-time market updates from me, you need to check out investwithjacob.com. There's a link down in the description. Go ahead and click that link and it will take you over to the website. Once there, check out our membership plans area. We have 2 incredible plans, and they both come with a 7-day free trial because I want you to get in there, make sure you love it, make sure it's for you before you ever spend a penny. You can cancel at any time. In our first room, the Invest with Jacob room, you get all of my real-time market updates, all of my buy and sell alerts, as well as all of your Elliott Wave questions answered. We trade the SPY and the QQQ, and we swing trade, which means that our trades can last anywhere from a few days to a few months, so we don't trade quite as often as a day trading room does. However, if you are looking for day trading as well as individual stocks, you need to check out PT's Throne Room. In there, you get everything you get in the Invest with Jacob room, as well as day trading individual stocks and PT's reduced risk binary method that just crushes the market. He structures a trade to get you in very cheap, get you big multiples on your money, and it's how he structures the trade that's so unique. You kind of have to see it to understand it, which is another reason we give you that 7-day free trial. He also started a challenge account where he put $4,000 into a small account, trading mini ES futures averaging 3 to 4% gains per week, showing you how to build a small account into a large retirement or savings account. Guys, we'd love to have you in these rooms so we can all make some money together. All right, key takeaways for today. We're looking for a move down towards that 3870 to 50 region, looking for the support to hold there, and then a bounce up towards 4200. If we get through that 3850 region and they start to sell strongly, then it becomes more likely we're in a bigger wave 3 down towards 3750. Over on the Nasdaq, we're looking for that 11,008 to 11,850 area to hold and have support bounce up towards that 13,100 region. However, if they can't hold support down there at the 11,800 area, we would expect a sell-off down towards 11,500 to 11,400. Guys, that is the market update for today. I will talk to you tomorrow.